Yeah. Well, you ugly as shit. Oh God. All right, bruh. Y'all, it's time for another video, bro. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Today's video is gonna be about girls, bruh. And when I say girls, I mean a person that I used to date a long time ago that I don't fuck with no more. So that's what this video is about. All right, so let's get started, bro. All right, pretty much leading up to like middle school, my nigga, I didn't have no girlfriend. Like, I wasn't one of those niggas who had a little girlfriend on the field or whatever. You know, was hanging out with their little shorty. I wasn't one of those niggas. I was an anime nerd, bro. I was drawing. I was trying to figure out if I could play video games on the school computer, bro. That was me. That was me from elementary all the way up until middle school, bro. Now, high school, bruh, this is where this shit really took off, if you know what I'm saying. Let's take a yard rip so we can get into it. All right, bet. One more. All right. Now, ninth grade year, for I don't know if it's different for other people. Like at your school, y'all probably start high school in like the eighth grade. Shout out to y'all. Me personally, I wouldn't want that. I'm not gonna lie to you because I feel like, yeah. But ninth grade year, shit was all right. You know, it was a couple her first couple days in high school, bruh. Um, it was all right. I was drawing, you know, I was doing little computer shit. Like around ninth grade was when I found out that my school gave us like personal laptops. And when they gave us personal laptops, I fucked around and I jailbroke mine, if that's what y'all want to call it. And I basically reset it to factory settings and I turned that shit into a gaming laptop. That laptop was ass, but I was playing hella games on my shit. Because I had GeForce Now. And this is where I met my boy Ashawn. I met no. Let me stop lying. I met Anthony first, and then I met Ashawn. I met Ashawn through Anthony. We used to hang out in the gym a lot. Like we was playing games on our computers in the gym. Cool. Damn, my teeth white as shit. All right, but anyways, yeah. Eventually, there's a girl who joins our gym class. I'm not gonna say the girl's name because, as I said, I have a soul in my body for today. Because usually, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say. But anyways, um, but I'm gonna be lenient today. There was a girl that came and joined us. So I'm just gonna say Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson, if you know who you are, you know who you are. I really hope you don't see this video, because if you do, this is for you. Let's just call her Miss Johnson. Yeah, Miss Johnson. Um, Miss Johnson comes to start chilling with us or whatever, yeah? And I don't know. I'm liking Miss Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with Miss Johnson. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure Ashawn and Anthony started peeping. Like I'm fucking with Miss Johnson. I like Miss Johnson. Mind y'all, Miss Johnson is not a grown ass woman. For anybody that's confused, Miss Johnson is this girl that came and started chilling with our collective in the gym. So, bro, I'm feeling this girl, and then we find out she has a boyfriend. He has a boyfriend. Yeah, he has a boyfriend. All right. Like I said, not gonna say his name because I became friends with the guy. We're not gonna talk about. We'll talk about that in another video. But I became friends with the guy. So that's why I said I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm pretty sure he has bad history with this girl too. So, push comes to shove, and some type of evidence comes out that he's cheating. Me being the computer, you know, the computer genius I am. Yeah, we found out that he was cheating. Um, let's just say we patched into a camera and showed her the footage and she saw him cheating. That's all I'm gonna say. Now I ain't gonna say I set that shit up. I ain't gonna say I set that shit up or anything like that. But yeah, that's what happened. So skip forward a little bit. Bing bam boom. Um where she texts me saying that her mom is allowing her to go to a couple events. And we go to these events and we end up at this Chick-fil-A. Now, mind you, I'm a nervous ass nigga. I'm not good at talking to girls. Like Well, throughout elementary and middle school, I didn't have a girlfriend, bro. So I don't know how to do this shit. Like, I don't even know how to ask this girl, like, yo, like, I fuck with you, do you fuck with me? That was pretty much how it was. Like, I fuck with you, do you fuck with me? We sitting here in this fucking Chick-fil-A, right? My dumbass was like so excited that this girl invited me somewhere that I literally left my damn card at home. Like I left my card at home on my desk. And she ended up having to buy me fries. Now I know some niggas out there, oh well, hey, this girl had to buy you fries. Man, shut the hell up, bro. This was my first date ever. I was excited as fuck. I really wanted this, bro. But yeah, that's how that went down. And let's just say I slid her a little note. I didn't even slide her a note. I gave her my phone. I had sat over there for like 20 minutes, like typing out this long ass message. Like, you know, trying to ask her, does she want to be with me and all that. And at the end, I think I put some corny shit like reply yes or no in the text if you know, you want to be with me. She ended up putting yes on the text. And she said she thought it was cute or whatever. So cool. I started dating this girl. Um, Now we're finna get into the downfall. The downfall. Okay. So I started dating this girl. You know, everything's going smooth until it's not. This girl caused a lot of shit. Like for me personally. Now, I will say this. This girl was my first, you know what I'm saying? My first, you know what I'm saying? My first little, I'm saying. But whatever, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But bro, 10th grade, let's say 10th grade year comes, right? This is where the bullshit really starts taking off, bro. This girl has me leaving certain classes, leaving certain classes. She has me failing certain classes. Like, bro, it was a lot going on. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and be like, everything is that girl's fault. Me, I was in love. Bro, I never had a girlfriend before. I didn't kiss this girl. I didn't held them yitties. I didn't did all that. I didn't did all that. Like I didn't seen things. I didn't seen a lot of shit like from this girl. So you know I'm in love, nigga. I want this girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking everything finna be smooth. Everything finna be cool, cool. You know what I'm saying? Nah, buddy, nah. Uh, there was issues. Eventually, her mom found out we were dating, and her dad found out, and he said that she couldn't date me no more. So we had to keep our relationship on the low. That was great for all of 10th grade year. It was cool or whatever. Um, Shit was sweet for me in 10th, I guess. It was cool after her parents found out. But we was keeping our relationship on the low. She couldn't call me as much, she couldn't text me as much because when she was caught talking to me, they would take her phone. So get that shit. Let's go to the 11th grade. Around this year, her brother comes to our school. Her brother just graduated from middle school. He comes to our school, bro. Yeah. This is where the kick in the nuts comes in, buddy. Her brother being at the school is a problem because if her brother sees us together, he can go tell the mom. We're gonna get to that later. But this video finna be like 20 minutes long, so grab your popcorn, grab all that, tune in, bro. It's a good ass story. So, bro, her brother being at the school posed a big problem. We couldn't be seen in the hallways. We couldn't be seen at lunch unless like it was a different lunch and he didn't have the same lunch as her. Because at that school, like all the grades ate lunch together pretty much. But it went by like the halls. But everybody in that school pretty much ate lunch together. Um, Dime dropper. She gives me a fucking letter, bro. And I remember what this letter said to this fucking day. Like this shit happened 4 to 5 years ago, and I still remember what this dumbass letter said to this day. Let's read it. Hey, I don't really think that we should be together right now. I feel like we should probably take a small break because my brother's in the school, and if he catches us together and he tells my mom, there's going to be a lot going on, and we're potentially going to have to break up. Hearing this bullshit, mind you, I'm in high school. Y'all know how fucking high school relationships go. You can be walking down the hallway and seeing a random ass nigga crying, and it'll be because his bitch just broke up with him. You know, looking back at it now, I feel like I shouldn't have been the way I was. I think I was way too fucking nice, if I'm being honest. I should have been a bitch. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I should have been a bitch. I'm keeping a full beat. I should have been a bitch, but I didn't, bro. I was way too fucking nice. I was in love, all that. She gives me this fucking letter, and my friend Ashawn and my friend Anthony, they noticed that like something's wrong with me. Like I'm not acting the same way I usually act. My energy's off. I'm acting like I don't want to talk to nobody. And something just made me give Ashawn the fucking note. I give it to Ashawn, he reads it, and he does this thing that he always does. I don't really care that he did it, but he laughed a little bit. But then he was like, yo, this is fucked up. He handed the note to Anthony, and he was like, yo, you got to read this. And after I realized that Anthony was almost at the end of the note, something in me just was like, bro, I'm finna start crying. I got to get up and go, bro. So I got up. We was in lunch. I got up and like immediately went to the bathroom. They came with me. Sean and Anthony followed me, bro. And I broke a fucking mirror in that bathroom, bro. First off, I broke a fucking mirror in that bathroom. So I probably got a bad look for life, bro. Who gives a fuck though? It's like another yard rip. Anyways, broke a mirror in that bathroom. Yeah. They stood in there with me for like 20 minutes, told me to calm down. We stayed in there to the end of lunch. Told me to calm down and all that. Everything's gonna be all right. You know, you good, you good, you good. Now, a real nigga would have took that shit and ran with it, right? You know, he would have just went and found him another girl. But me, I had never had a girlfriend before. So it's like, dude, I want this girl back. So eventually after school, I get to conversating with her. I'm like, yo, we can just keep our shit on the low. Your brother does not like play a big factor into our relationship. If we love each other, we should be able to do this. You feel me? And she understood. Right? Right? Now, mind you, during this time, this girl had me coming to her lunch, coming to her lunch. Now, if she makes a video about this shit and tries to say that me coming to her lunch was optional, I still have every fucking text message of her asking, am I coming to her lunch? Please don't try to lie on my fucking name. I have every text message. I still have the phone from high school. It's sitting over there on that desk. I still have the phone. I have all my texts too. I have everything. 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 But anyways, texting me, telling me could I come to her lunch, texting me could I come sit at her class, texting me all this bullshit. And I'm just going, because I'm going, nigga. I'm easy going, nigga. I never had a girlfriend. I'm easily going. I'm going. You feel me? I'm going. Like, I'm getting my work done fast as shit in class. Like, the class that I chose to like dip out of so I can go spend time with her was literature. And what I would do is I would walk into the class. My teacher was cool with me, so I would walk into the class. That teacher was, I ain't gonna say that. I'm married now. I'm good. I'm married now. I ain't gonna say what I was about to say. But boy, hold on. Let me make sure I can say it. Hold on. Let me go ask my lady. Okay. My lady said it's okay. Bro, that literature teacher was bad, boy. Yo, she was bad, twin. Yo, she was bad. But that's the past or whatever. Um, I would come into her class and I would ask her, could I get all the work? And she would ask me, did I want to sit down and learn today? And I would say no, because I'm pretty much like, I'm on it. Like, I know what the fuck is going on in this class. Just give me the work. Give me the work. She wouldn't even give me my test. She would give me my test. That teacher did not care. She would give me my test and tell me to come back and like give it back to her by the end of lunch period. So I take all my work and I would just dip. I would go sit in the library, or I would go sit in her class, and I would go to lunch with her class. Her teacher was cool with me too, and she let me sit in that class. I still remember that teacher to this day. Coolest teacher I fucking know. I never had a class with that lady, but it felt like I was in her class. You feel me? So, yeah, there's that. All that shit. Prick, prack, shove. There's a lot of shit going on, bro. At some point, I had to go get fucking surgery for something. And this, I almost called her a dumbass. This girl texted one of my cousins. I still have the DMs, by the way. Text one of my cousins. She feels like I was lying about my surgery. When I told her ass, don't fucking touch my chest, I ended up getting surgery. But nobody wants to listen to what CJ's saying. And apparently it was all a lie. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, all right, no, don't piss me off. Let me continue with the story, bro. Push come shove, graduation, nigga. Graduation. We together, we living our lives or whatever. But I couldn't do the lunch thing no more because it was a lot of shit going on. Due to me constantly wanting to spend time with this girl, I failed a couple of my classes. And Ashawn can attest to this. If he gets this far in the video, you can comment. I can attest to him failing a couple classes. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, Ashawn. But I failed a couple classes because of this dumbass girl. Now, I ain't gonna say she was a dumbass because she was smart as fuck. She was good with animals. She knew a lot about plants and shit. And she was a good ass artist. She got me back into drawing. I quit drawing when I graduated from middle school. But she made me want to draw again. So I started drawing again. Yeah, all that. And then, yeah, 12th grade year. This is where, when I told y'all earlier, her brother comes into play. I found out who her brother is. I'm not going to say we threatened him or nothing like that. Let's just say I caught him skipping in the hallway. Like while I was skipping. But really I wasn't skipping. I had a free period. Like I didn't have to be in my teacher's classroom. He told me I'm free to leave if I wanted to leave. So I left. And I caught her brother, who was now in the 10th grade. I caught him in the hallway. And he was like, yo, aren't you my sister's boyfriend? I'm like, hold the fuck up. Hold on. How the fuck you know that? How does he know that? Then he tries to give me a proposition. He's standing there with his friend. I forgot what his friend's name was, but I know he wore glasses like me, and we used to play Fortnite a lot. He was standing there with his friend. So after he said that to me, bro, I did the cringiest shit in the fucking world, bro. I grabbed this kid by his shirt and like pushed him into the bathroom and had him up against the wall. And I was like, you can't tell your parents shit. And he was like, dead ass, like this fucking happened, by the way. This dead ass happened. If I get this nigga on the phone, he better attest to that shit because he knows it happened. I grabbed this nigga like this. Nigga light skin, light as shit. I lifted that nigga off the ground. I'm big as fuck, nigga. I'm big as shit. You're not doing shit to me. So I picked this kid up, pushed him into the bathroom or whatever, and his friend followed me in there. And his friend letting me do this shit. Like, he not trying to pull my hand off him or nothing. So I told him, you can't tell your parents shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell your parents I'm dating your sister at all, nigga. Don't tell your parents none of that shit. So he agrees, but on a condition. He says that since I'm in the 12th grade, I need to have somebody to carry on my computer legacy. Now, if you don't know what the computer legacy is, pretty much when I told y'all when I was in 9th grade, I cracked the school laptop and I was able to play any game I wanted to on it. He wanted to learn how to do that. I had taught so many other niggas in my school how to reset their computers and play any game they want that I was known as the computer guy at my school. That was literally my name, the computer guy. He said that he wanted to be the next computer guy. So he wanted me to teach him everything I knew. That, he said he wanted a pair of headphones. I gave him the headphones I had in my pocket at the time. I literally just gave him them bitches. They was from Family Dollar, bro. I just gave them to him. I wasn't tripping, bro. So, rest of the school year, rest of the school year, me and her, you think everything was sweet, right? No. For one, I started hearing a lot of shit. Now, I'm not going to reveal too much personal information about this girl, but let's just know that all I'm going to say is there was a lot of shit going on at home. And if I ever meet her dad, I'm beating the fuck out of him. I don't like this girl no more. I don't fuck with her no more. But if I ever meet this girl's dad, I'm beating the shit out of that nigga, bro. That it just don't. I don't like niggas like him. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't like niggas like him. Like fathers like that, you ain't no dad, nigga. You were never meant to have kids. I don't like niggas like that. But yeah, end of that. He ends up telling her that if you fuck with that nigga again, something, 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 I'm gonna beat his ass. That nigga must not know. Well, when I got to the 12th grade, I was strapped, nigga. I wish you would have pulled up to my house. I would have switched your ass down, nigga. Stupid ass dad. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? That shit crazy. I'd have switched your ass down. You better be looking at this YouTube and I can't show you this button, nigga. But anyways, fucking, yeah. We started having problems because there was a lot going on, like a lot going on at once. Leading up to this, I paid for our Valentine's Day pictures. I still have our Valentine's Day pictures. It's in a box somewhere over there. I don't look at it because I'm not trying to memorize the past or whatever. And most people told me I should burn the picture, but it's like I paid for that picture. I'm not gonna burn that shit. I paid for it. But anyways, yeah. Leading up to these issues, I ended up getting kicked out by my mom because there was a lot going on. There was a whole lot going on, and it was like, dude, you gotta go. So I ended up getting kicked out by my mom. I didn't have nowhere to go, so I had to go live with my dad. And I was living with my dad for a little bit. Me and her were still together. We were texting. Now, something in my mind told me I can't do this long distance shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because it's just gonna feel weird to me. I can't do the long distance shit. And I couldn't, bro. And I kept telling her that. But at some point, I just told myself, let me just work through it. We can date or whatever. We dated for like 2 months after I had already moved. So like I'm in a whole different state. She's in a whole different state. We're basically a long distance couple now. Yeah. Eventually, I told her like straight up, I can't do it no more. We gotta break up. We gotta break up. I was honest. I had to be honest with myself and I had to be honest to her. I felt like me being in another state was not gonna be good for neither one of us. And her end of it was, oh, well, you know, if the future works out, me and you could just see each other, like, you know, meet up and see each other every now and then. Like, I feel like this could work. My mind was already set. I'm not doing it. Once I moved, I barely came back to that other state. I don't even go back to Georgia no more. I'm in Alabama now. I don't go back to Georgia no more. I barely go up there unless my mom needs me for something or it's like one of my siblings' graduation. Shout out to my boy Joseph, man. He graduated today. He's now out of school, bro. Not today, but he graduated like last month. He's now officially out of school. My boy graduated, bro. My boy graduated. Niggas thought he wasn't gonna do that shit. I knew my boy was gonna do that shit. I knew my boy was gonna pass that shit. But yeah, let me stop glazing my brother. But still though, eventually I get a call from my school saying that I have to go to my school so we can graduate or whatever. So we can get so we can practice for graduation. You had to practice walking across the stage with your cap and gown. So before we even got on the bus, there was it's like a 30-minute wait, like before we got on the bus. And mind you, I had already told this girl that I wanted to break up or whatever. So we was officially broken up. And eventually, bro, I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but let's just say I was walking down the hallway and she was standing next to the girl's bathroom. Let's just say I got pulled into that girl's bathroom and things happened to me. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave it there. But in the middle of those things happening to me, I stopped it and I told her I didn't want to do it. Like I didn't want to continue. Yeah, but some of the stuff had already went down, if you know what I'm saying. But in the middle of it, I told her I didn't want to do it. I stopped everything that was going on. I got up, I got my stuff, and I was about to leave. And she asked me, are we on good terms? You know, are we together? Now, ding, ding, ding in my mind, that told me, we just broke up. You just did that with me to get me to stay with you. It was kind of obvious. Ding, ding, ding. Bro, it was literally obvious. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I didn't even want this shit. Like, I love that girl to death. But at the time, I had figured out what I wanted to do in my life. And she was not a part of it. Like, I'm finna graduate, for God's sakes. I'm finna graduate from high school. I got shit to do. I wanted to take my YouTube content seriously. I wanted to take my fucking sales seriously. I had a bunch of shit I wanted to take seriously. Like, come on. And this girl, after I tell her I'll text her or whatever, I told her to text her, and I let her know. I didn't end up texting her. Like no, I did not end up texting. I was not fucking with it. I said no, I'm good. Graduation comes. So far, that's pretty much the end of what's wrong with this girl and what happened with the situation. We broke up, basically got forced into doing the and I stopped it mid that I stopped it in the middle of it. I wasn't finna let it continue because it didn't feel right to me. Not like it didn't feel right. That shit felt good, but like it didn't feel right doing it with her after I told her that I wanted to break up already. And it just seemed like this was like a last minute attempt to try to get me to, reiterate, like get back with her. Because it just gave me all the answers I needed when I was finna leave, and she said, "Are we on good terms now?" That told me everything I needed to know. That's pretty much the end of that. So, cap and gown day, actual graduation day. I bought my cap and gown. I paid for it with my money. Bought my cap and gown or whatever. That was it. I found my friend Ashawn and I found my friend Anthony in the crowd, and I found my friend Devontae in the crowd. We all sat together. Mind you, when they called my name on the on the intercom for me to come get my plaque or whatever, my diploma, I was nervous as fuck because I was 90% sure nobody was finna clap for me. I'm over here thinking like the niggas might have forgot about me. I was dead ass wrong. I'm putting that to hey, I was dead ass wrong. I was dead ass wrong. The moment I heard Cordarius Daniels, I hear my mom in the crowd, I hear stepdad in the crowd, family in the crowd, and a bunch of other niggas. I'm hearing niggas yell out, "Yo, that's the computer man! Computer man!" Friends yelling, niggas I don't even know yelling this shit. So I'm happy as shit after seeing that. But then I go sit back down next to my friend, Sean, and they call her name, bro. And he noticed my face, bro. When I say I was sitting over here like this, like not on some hating shit. Like I knew that girl was gonna graduate. She was smart as fuck. She was smart as shit. I knew she was gonna graduate. But like, it was like, dude, I just went through what I went through the day before, like in the bathroom. Why am I supposed to be jumping up like, oh shit, my ex graduated, no shit. What I'm talking about, man? No, nigga. I sat my ass down and I just side-eyed the fuck out of Ashawn. Because the whole time Ashawn was just laughing at me because he knew I wasn't finna rise up. So it made it worse. The reason I can say it probably made it worse was because when she walked across that stage, I didn't hear nobody say shit. That's kind of what made me feel bad. Now, I know some people gonna be like, oh, you're heartless as fuck. But like, I just went through what I went through. What are you expecting from me, bro? I'm not gonna jump up and be happy and cheerful, my nigga. It's not gonna happen. The fuck? We're not together no more. Like, all my feelings are gone. I'm talking about, the fuck? It's gone. Anyways, she walked across that stage after they called her name. Mrs. Johnson. She walked across that stage. Nobody cheered. Sean over here cracking up. I'm over here with the most serious face in the world because it's like I'm not gonna be that guy that's finna jump up and be the loudest nigga in this bitch, and I don't like this girl no more. Like I'm done. Like it's over. Yeah. Come to find out, I left fast as hell after I got my diploma. When I got my diploma and they finished calling everybody's names, I found out she was looking for me. But at that point, I went to find Ashawn and his family, and I found my family, and we took a bunch of pictures together. That was it for me. I told Ashawn, let's go get something to eat. It's on me. I'll pay for it. At the time, I started making mad money. I didn't need nothing else. I was making mad money. I told Ashawn, we can go get something to eat. I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up spending the rest of the night, like after our graduation, downtown, trying to get something to eat. And most of the places were packed out because it was everybody's graduation. So that's the end of that. That's basically the whole rundown of the story. This video is probably gonna be like half an hour long. I'm not gonna edit it. Y'all know I don't edit videos no more unless I'm taking it like dumbass serious. But like, yeah, this video not gonna be edited. I'm just gonna post it the way it is. That's the situation on the girl. I told y'all I was gonna make y'all a video. I made y'all a video. I do apologize for not posting for the last 3 days. There was a Wi-Fi outage in my area and it took them a long ass time to fix it. Like it took them a really long time to fix it. I would have just recorded on my phone, but it's so many trees on the other side of that wall. The service over here is terrible. But yeah, it's been your boy C-Bear, aka the Godly Gamer 96. I'm gonna say peace out right here. Have a good day. I love everybody. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have something to say about this video, comment it down below. I read all the comments. Peace, love, and prosperity. I'm out this.